What's good? On the road again. Hopefully trail is done and we can wrap it up, man. What's going on, everybody? Going to continue where some of that conversation let off. Got my mutt in the back of the car. What's going on, man? Derek McKee, what's happening? Nino Brown Boxton, what's good? Tony Snowflakes, what's going on, man? This is going to be a short one today. Not Roger, what's going on? Big ass dog. Yeah, man, I got a big ass dog. That's my big ass dog right there. Zeus trying to bite you from the back, dog. What's going on, Tito Carlisle, man? What's going on, man? Say Zeus trying to get comfortable. Yeah, man, this is my dog car. This is my dog car. Gregory Wise said, greeting brothers and sisters, troll hunter on duty. Yeah, man, we've slaughtered most of the trolls. Hey, man, shout out in the super chat. I see a super chat came through. I don't see where it is. And I'm driving, so my bad, man. Much love, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all definitely mean a lot with that. Hey, man, what's going on? Chris Jonay, what's going on, my man? What's going on? Man, it was a pleasure meeting you. After I got off the chat, I was like, man, I hope you didn't take it wrong when I said I commented on your comment about me being cooler in person, like it was a sneak diss or something. But I was just fucking around, man. I hope you didn't really, you said LDBC unity is greatness. Yes, sir, it is. Heck yeah. It's the most important thing, man. There's strength in numbers, man. There's strength in numbers. Always understand that. There's strength in numbers, which is why all these, that's why I can't fuck with these I can't mess with these bootlicking dudes, man. Because they kill the strength. They kill the strength because they try to kill the perception of unity. Because they out there talking all kind of crazy. Damn, Zeus. What the fuck you doing with your tail? Damn, see this motherfucker getting too cut. Get up, back. Get your ass up off me. Sorry, man. This big ass motherfucker slapped me in the head with his tail. Said that dog chilling in the back. Yes, sir. Getting comfortable. Yeah, I got his ass up off me though. Get your ass back there, man. Matthew Harper, what's good, man? How you feeling today? Zeus, like what I do. What's going on, man? Say, oh, Zeus, like what I do. Fetch, you hit me upside the head with that big ass tail. I don't fuck around with dogs, man. Dead Game Boxing, much love in that super chat. Thank you, sir. I saw that one coming. Say LDBC is the only chance to unify before. That's what's up. Big Zeus, yep. OG, what's going on? Hey, Cloud, what's going on, man? Claude Crowder, excuse me. I'm good. I'm solid. Just enjoying life, man. That's what you got to do. Let me turn off this turn signal. Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. You got to enjoy life. But all right, man, we got 80 people in the building now, man, so we can get to it. Demetrius Andre, where Lala D? Lala D, your boy got to fight Charlo, man. That's the fight that got to happen next. That's the fight I want to see happen next. Because Canelo ain't fighting nobody, man. Canelo's turned into the perfume champion. He need to give his ass a perfume tag. Not all that shit. You don't need no franchise tag. You need a perfume tag. I'm gonna go hard on Canelo now, man. I can't do that shit no more. I was riding with him. Sad tat. Yeah, wagging tail. He was happy dog. Yeah, man, the dog is happy. I take care of my mutt. Hot your stream over in Thailand. That's what's up. You in Thailand? So yeah, man, I'm hoping that fight between Charlo and Andrade can be next. I think that's the realistic one to happen. And I don't think that I forgot to mention though that now the belts are not all over there with the WBC with DAZN. So that was an important thing for him to get that title. And Canelo ain't the champion, but I will correct people that say Canelo is not a champion. Canelo is a middleweight champion. He's the IBF champion, and he's the WBA champion. He's just not the WBC champion. Ivy Webb, what is good? What's happening with you? Morning to you, Harold Jones. It's about to be afternoon around here, though. I got to pick up my son from basketball practice. Now, Canelo, yeah, he's getting soft. He used to be fighting all the tough dudes. When he was with the Showtime, he was fighting tough fights. He just ain't fought, he ain't done anything since he went to HBO. That's really what it is. Like, if you think about it, except for maybe Mosley. I don't know. Was Mosley on Showtime or was that on HBO? Whatever the case is, he ain't really fought nobody. He ain't really been hardcore since he left Showtime. That's when he went soft, dog. He went soft with Showtime because they're gonna protect him, and because he's the bank over there. He was the bank for Showtime, HBO. Even though HBO was taking him off his budget, you know, they weren't paying for him. We were paying for him. But he's definitely the show over there on the Zone and Golden Boy. Mosley was like 50. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying the named fighters who could give him a fight. I was counting Mosley. I know Mosley was old. He ain't that. He's already cooked. I know he's already cooked. Most of those guys is already cooked. Most of them were already cooked. But I'm a Canelo fan. I ain't trying to steal everything from the dude. Alrighty, now I'm here, man. I can get into this. Said Boo Boo, how is Thurman deluded? All right, man. Keith Thurman was in an interview. I got a video coming out about it this afternoon, man. So check out the video. But he was asked a question about why Errol Spence Jr. is more popular than him. Why more people are pushing his name, Errol Spence Jr.'s name, than pushing his name. And he thought it was because he looks more, Errol Spence looks less vulnerable than him, is what he said. That people see the way Errol Spence Jr. comes in with his guard high, his long jab, and he just looks a lot less vulnerable than Keith Thurman does. He said he went and said, you know, that people see that, you know, Keith Thurman holds his hands down, does different things, you know, that affect you know, people's perception. And that's why he's more popular, because of what he looks like in the ring. And I was like, you know, you're bugging. The reason why you're deluded, the reason why you're less popular than he is because you ducked him. You ducked him, and your fan base left you and went to him because you didn't want to fight. And you kept talking about you not wanting to fight. I ain't never heard anybody really talk about him being vulnerable, or I've heard about him not taking fights, not taking the Errol Spence Jr. fight, not even sounding like he wants to fight. That's what I think the reason was. So I'm telling you, he sounds deluded because he got the wrong reason. He's using the wrong. Hey, Chris Joe name, much love in that super chat, man. That's what it is. Keith, people ain't following you because you ducked the fight. And you used to be one time. And your name is easily rhymed with a whole lot of lies. I mean, a whole lot of jokes, man. And, you know, cutting the ponytail wouldn't hurt. You know, having the Italian underwear model haircut, you know, that ain't a good look, dude. I don't think I said anything about him looking like a Mexican. I said he looked like an Italian underwear model with that haircut. That's not a good look, dog. It's not a good look. Cut the haircut. Fight Errol Spence and cut that hair, and you be good, man. You'll be good. People will respect you for the fact that you'll fight. Like, everybody knows that Adrian Bronner is beatable. Hey, thanks, man. Everybody knows that Adrian Bronner is vulnerable, and people still watching him, right? People still watch Adrian Bronner, even though they know Adrian Bronner about to lose the fight. He'll do 800,000 people on his next fight for Showtime. In his next fight, he'll probably will do 600,000-700,000 people watch him on Showtime next time, because he looks suspect. Even though he looks suspect, because you know he's gonna fight. Yeah, man, that's the mutt right there, dog. That's the mutt. Zeus. Yeah, AB ain't finished as long as he's AB. He ain't finished, dog. He been finished. He ain't in no worse situation now than he was 3 years ago. Salute for and chat no notification. Oh man, that sucks. This is what it is. He was better bringing up his inactivity being the reason why people like Arrow. Yeah, that's true. Inactivity would have been a better excuse than the Styles, but still, I would have done the same. I'ma still say the same thing. Just don't bet your money on Bronner. Yeah, man, keep your money in your pocket, man. But I'm taking him over, here's because my son. I'm taking him over, what's his face? I'm taking him over Pacquiao. What's good, man? I'm on this live stream because it's on the same time I had to pick you up, okay? Okay. Was it all right? Yeah. All right, cool. Take that stuff. Why are you done? I thought you were done at 12. I don't even know what that is. It's different. Different kids? Okay, cool. All right, man. Anyway, let me get back to this. I should have my son hold the phone and focus at me, but I don't think you'll be able to see it. I'll leave him out of it. All right, sorry, man. Thurman, yeah, I don't get that, man. Like, that's not a smart, I don't think that's ever a real smart bet, man, beating young dudes. I don't think that's a smart bet. People keep acting like that dude ain't never gonna get old. He's gonna get old, and he's gonna get old at the exact wrong time. Hit that seatbelt. Yeah, he's gonna get wrong at the wrong time. If Thurman loses, his career is over. No, it's not. Why? He probably got a rematch clause. Why would his career be over if he lost? We just had a conversation about AB. AB's career ain't over, and he done lost a bunch of times. He ain't won this decade. Has he won this decade? That's an exaggeration. I lost 1,000. You lost a G on him? Alright, man, you don't need to gamble, period, man. You never put money on Adrian Bronner. Ever put money on Adrian Bronner. No. No money on Adrian Bronner and no money on men over 40. Not doing it. You put money on a dude over 40 years old, it's just that's a ticking time bomb, dog. You waiting to lose your money. Never bet on Bronner. Andrade will beat Charlo. He ain't even gonna fight him. Yeah, you think he will? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think he's gonna lose. I think he'll lose a decision. That's what my belief on that is. I take Jamal Charlo by decision, because Demetrius Andrade's got very good defense, but he likes to play games. I mean, the way that he was fighting Selecki, dog, I ain't gonna lie, that was funny, dude. Selecki, he was just slapping Selecki, man, with that left hand, just sitting back there. Bop. We need him with like 5 or 6 straight left hooks, wide left hooks. He's gonna have to be a lot more disciplined with Jamal Charlo than that. Nah, I don't see it. I see Charlo by decision. I don't see it by knockout, but I see him by decision. I think that jab is gonna be something. But that southpaw stance out of Andrade ain't no joke. See, I got Boo Boo winning also. That's fair. I mean, I want to see the fight. I don't have any issue with people saying Demetrius Andrade can win a fight. Gil shouts for 9. What's that? Gil Coles? What's that about? Andrade ain't got no chin. Charlo will take him. I haven't seen him get. Has he been knocked down? Did he get knocked down against like Vanis Martirosyan or something? He said, yeah, no Disneyland in the ring with Charlo. Nah, man. Charlo's very fundamental, man. He's very fundamental. Very, very fundamental. And that's what I like. He's strong. He's big. He's strong. He's fast. He's very fundamental. He's not giving you, he's shown in the last couple fights that he's very patient. You know what I mean? He's very patient. That's why I'm saying, nah, I'm not. I mean, everybody loves Raymond. It's a 50-50 fight. It could be. I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad at somebody that picks. I'm not mad at anybody that would pick Andrade in that fight. Who fights Canelo if Andrade fights Charlo? Man, who knows? Somebody not named Andrade and somebody not named Charlo. They ain't trying to have that boy lose, man. You want Brandon Adams to fight Jermell? Brandon Adams ain't a 154 pounder, is he? Ain't he a 160 pounder? Jermell got to whoop your boy. Sorry, man. Jermel's got to, I'm sorry. I'm so used to yelling when I'm like keeping my voice loud. Yeah, somebody got to whoop Jermell. I mean, Jermell got to whoop Hurd. And I didn't get that call, Nino. Oh, he's 154? Okay. He ain't getting that fight. Why would I want to see him fight him? I want to see Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison and J-Rock. Those are the fights for Jermell. Tony Harrison, then J-Rock. I think Golovkin versus Munguia is unfair to the kid. I mean, the kid's not very good. Get your money while it lasts, man. They throwing him to the wolves, dude. I got J-Rock over Jermell. I don't. I got Jermell over J-Rock. They can box, dude. They can box. They're not Jared Hurd, dude. He's not playing defense with his face. He's not playing defense with his face. But I do believe he's got a chance. I do believe J-Rock got a chance for sure. But he's not a guy that plays, he's not a guy that plays defense with his face. So, you know, what can you say? Charlo going to be the first to drop him. To drop who? To drop Tony Harrison got knocked out, so that's not you talking about. Wilder and Ruiz? Wilder by knockout. Wilder by decapitation. He's gonna get hit coming in, dude. His arm's too short to box with God, man. Andy Ruiz gonna get super slept. Super slept. Because Andy Ruiz ain't got like one punch knockout power. And if they get to exchanging, his head's gonna fly off his head gonna fly off his shoulders. And let's get this straight. Anthony Joshua can't take a punch, man. Anthony Joshua can't take a punch. And we've been saying that. Anthony Joshua can't take a punch. And they about to put that boy out to pasture fighting a guy, a high volume puncher that can take a punch and has better skills and goes to the body. Andy Ruiz was tapping up that body. And he wasn't in the UK where you're not going to get a referee just to, you know, take a point away for punching you. AJ got a glass jaw. Yeah, he got a glass jaw. Glass, and that glass has been fractured. And all, you know that, what's that thing, what's that saying? What is it, Humpty Dumpty? He got a Humpty Dumpty chin. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty took a great fall. And now all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. He got that Humpty Dumpty chin. I'm trying to tell you, he got the Humpty Dumpty chin that will never be put back together again. I wouldn't say glass, but it's real soft. All right, porcelain. I saw him get hurt with a shot to the body by Joseph Parker, man. I'm not believing none of that, man. I'm not believing none of it. Thurman gonna clean up 147. Hey, man, put that down. Are you driving? Are you driving? Put that thing you doing down, dog. Put that thing you doing down. He ain't cleaning out squat. He ain't cleaning out squat. If he fights Errol Spence, he's getting mopped. And he knows it. He getting mopped and he knows it. That's why they would have been made that fight. AJ got phased by a punch with Povetkin. Now, yeah, absolutely. He ain't taking them shots from them big boys, man. He's not taking them shots from them big boys. Thurman gonna clean out his locker and bounce. Yeah, he got that, and he got that nice looking Indonesian chick. He go take his money and his pipe out to Indonesia, where he making crazy dough out there in Indonesia. He like a trillionaire in Indonesia. What's going on? Nelson Noble's in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, man, that dude's like, you know, mega rich over there. 147. Yeah, he can go to the NBA. Does he ball? Yeah, man. Hey, not Raja. Hey, oh, even Klitschko has a better chin than AJ. Nah. AJ got a worse chin. AJ got a better chin than Klitschko. Klitschko just got a way to hide it better. And he stopped. I mean, as soon as Klitschko started, well, I guess Tony Thompson does. I guess Tony Thompson was a taller guy, but he didn't. Tony Thompson really couldn't crack, if I remember correctly. But you know, it is what it is. Thurman gonna make a statement with big old head Packeroid. Wouldn't be surprised if the juicer go into coma. Hey man, he just got to win the fight, man. He's got to win the fight. Keep Manny Pacquiao from hitting him. I think he's got better legs than Pacquiao. That's why he's got better legs than, better movement, better legs than Adrian Bronner has. You know, and the ability, and he hits harder. Yeah, that's kind of where I am with that. He need a tie, babe. Oh, you crazy tripping. Yeah, man. Anyway, so that's why I thought the dude was delusional. He's delusional. Delusions of grandeur, but he's not deluded at the same time. Basically, when he was talking about all that, I think he believes that Errol Spence Jr. is a better fighter than he is. The way that Thurman sounded in that interview, it made me believe that in his heart of hearts, he believes that that Errol Spence Jr. is better than him. AJ's chin extends from his chin to the top of his forehead. Hit him anywhere in those points. Good night. Yeah, he just doesn't take shots well, man. But he's a roid dude, man. He's a roider. You want to turn your music up loud or something on your phone? Huh? You're good?
It's gone.
Oh, no power?
Yeah.
Oh. What's going on, Brothers UK? How you feeling today, man? Somebody said Pac-Man by destruction? By decapitation? Man. All right, now I know you're tripping. Now I know you're tripping. Manny Pacquiao only decapitated with one person, Lucas Matisse, in the last, 8 years, 9 years? But that's funny. The same people can see Manny Pacquiao go the distance with Adrian Bronner. Right? Same people will see that Manny Pacquiao went the distance with Adrian Bronner and still think he's a god among men, but yet see Charlo go the distance, win every round, basically do the same thing to Adams that Pacquiao did to Bronner, and this dude is a bum and exposed and all kind of other nonsense, man. These dudes be tripping, man. Hey, is your phone still on, John? The phone is off? What? Or just the earbuds are out of power?
The phone is.
Oh. Because I got to go by this mall and drop something off. Nino Brown said Pac will destroy Thurman's body. Well, Nino, now that you said that, now I know Thurman about to win. Man, Nino, he ain't Pac. Whose body does Pac destroy? When does Pacquiao become a body puncher? I guess against he's a headhunter, man. That dude is a headhunter. Classic example of a headhunter. But he's got speed and angles. He's a headhunter with speed and angles. Oh, look at the footwork. What does that sound like, dog? Even though I will say that the guy sounds like will go to the body, dog. He will go to the body when he needs to. And that's Lomachenko. Mark Blake, what's going on, man? T'Challa Crisis, what's going on? Man, that's gonna make Gennady Golovkin a star again. He gonna beat that boy up so bad. He'll kill. I can't even believe they're making that fight. That's why I think they're throwing him away. They're throwing him away. A new game plan for Pac. Oh, okay. All right. I know you hoping. Thurman by decision. Yeah, I got Thurman by decision. I don't see him stopping Manny. Yeah, McGee is a punching bag. I could not understand why cats was so high on him. I was like, because he beat Saddam Ali? He spoke, man. Saddam Ali is like a 140 pounder fighting at 154. This dude's 160, was so much bigger than him. He took whatever shots Saddam Ali gave him, just ate him and ran through Saddam Ali, who wasn't even supposed to be the old retiring Cotto. I wouldn't be surprised if that fight's a draw. Who? Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao, Thurman, I can see a draw. If you talking about Munguia and Jaime Munguia and Gennady Golovkin, it's gonna be a slaughter, dude. It's gonna be a slaughter. What's going on, Ashante Ingleface? Demetrius Andrade would punch holes through Jaime Munguia. Yeah, man, Jaime Munguia is blech. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Never did see it. Never will see it. I think he's one of the most overhyped, but fell quick when he lost that last fight to that boy. Just like Jared Hurd lost right after he had difficulties with that Englishman. One of them Liam, like 78 say, one of them Liams. Lost to a Liam when he had a hard time with a Liam. You knew it was trouble. When you have a trouble with Liams, it's hard on you, dog. It's only a minute till you lose. As soon as you get in there and have a Liam give you some work. Yeah, Dennis Hogan outboxed Jaime Munguia. Yeah, dog, it's just gonna be. He said no, dog. I'm telling you the truth. He had that problems with him, homie. He had problems with that Liam. And I was like, nah, dude. And then he stepped up to him and just knocked him out. But when it came to that boxing, that Liam was giving him that work. Liam was giving him some work. Dark Truth said, nah, what about the political side with Manny? Is Thurman coming in the ring down 2-3? Yeah, that's a. Where's the fight? Vegas? Then yeah, it's in Vegas. Yeah. Coming off an injury. Who? Hurd? Is the injury the reason he couldn't land a punch? Coming off an injury. Man, Jared Hurd was a very smart man not to spend any of his money and live with his mama while he's getting them checks. He put it that way. I'm messing with you, messing with you, Nino, because you ducked me. If you hadn't been ducking me, I might be a little softer on Jaime. On Jaime Hurd. On Jaime Hurd. Hey, much love in that super chat. He said, Thurman, that's my man Kamal Oz. Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Kamal, what's good with you, man? He said Thurman was on his bike against Collazo and Josecito Lopez. He will be running a Boston Marathon versus Pacquiao. Don't see how he wins that way. Man, by not getting hit and landing punches. That's how. By not getting hit, landing punches. That's how I see him doing it. That's how. Man, I see him winning by doing just that. It's not moving to his left. Or right, yeah, where's the lefty shit coming from? From the right. Yeah, so moving to his left, moving out to his left, and staying away from that left hand. Dude, arrows, what am I talking about? You heard what I was talking about. You heard what I'm talking about. I see him beating him by doing the same thing he did to Josecito Lopez. Moving and not letting somebody land punches. He just got to stay. But, dude, Manny Pacquiao don't even fight like Josecito Lopez. Manny Pacquiao is a one-handed fighter. He's a one-handed fighter. He does have a little bit of a right hook. He'll throw in there every once in a while. But I like Manny Pacquiao a lot. But Manny Pacquiao is his athleticism. Manny Pacquiao is one of the best athletes this century. To come into the boxing ring, Manny Pacquiao is one of the best athletes. Kind of like, in my opinion, he's kind of like Roy Jones Jr. in that respect. Dude, the dude is not that, like, he's got a very fast left hand. Can keep catching you. and he moves and he jumps from one side to the other very quick. That's athleticism, man. Shanti Eagleface said Liam is not easy. It's not as easy to beat as Smith. Yeah, Liam's and Smiths. Yeah, I'd give him a shot if it was a Smith. You mean like Callum Smith and Liam and Callum Smith? No, it's not. It's not as difficult to beat as a Liam as Smith and a Smith. But that first Smith, the first Smith was kind of simple. Maybe the second Smith might be a little difficult. But I think the second Smith put some work on somebody, didn't he? Didn't he fight Munguia? Did he fight Munguia? Yeah, he did fight Munguia and gave Munguia all kind of business, dog. I forget who Munguia fights because I don't really have a lot of respect for that dude as far as, that dude's boxing skills. I think he's one of the more overrated cats that there are. And it was shown that I was on point with that observation. Dude is one of the most overrated cats that is out there, man. I promise you. And LDBC cats was some of the cats overrating them. The names of the people who had been swelling that dude's ego, swelling his name up, shall remain nameless till I'm on a chat with him. But we had not a lot to do with it, but I was like, man, get out of here. Anyway, that was a close fight between Thurman and Porter. It was. Porter can fight, man. Big time. What's good, man? Thurman can fight. Porter can fight. Both those guys are very good champions, man. Both of them are very, very good fighters. I'm never surprised when Thurman gives somebody Porter's a two-time champion. My dog needs water. It's just a little hot, man. Probably hot in that back seat. A little hot in that back seat. I probably needed to turn the AC up. He had water though. Thurman gonna shock the world versus Spence. Yeah, he'll shock the world. Yeah, he will. If he gets in the ring with Errol Spence, he has shocked the world. No doubt about it, dude. No doubt about it. He will shock Spence. I'll be completely and utterly amazed. Please shock the world. Please shock the world, man. I don't believe it, homie. I don't believe it at all. What's going on, my man? Kamerl Eyes in the super chat again. Thank you, sir. You said Canelo, boxing's biggest diva. GGG, biggest dugger. No. No. I'm going to tell you who I think the biggest diva and the biggest ducker is. Right now, Tyson Fury. For me, Tyson Fury is the biggest diva and the biggest ducker. Right now. Nah, AJ, I don't think AJ's as big. I think Tyson Fury is a diva. And I think he's a ducker. I think he took that original Deontay Wilder fight because he didn't have a choice. That dude had to pay bills. Because he had to pay bills. He took that fight because he had to pay some bills. As soon as he got a way to make sure he could pay his bills, gave him that money. That dude got out of Dodge. That dude got what'd he say? Got out of Dodge. That's how you say that. Nah, man, in my opinion, the biggest ducker and the biggest diva is Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury ain't got no belts. Acting like he is the king, like he is the champion, even though he dropped all his belts. He's talking about a lineal championship that he really doesn't even have. That's why I say Tyson Fury is the biggest diva in boxing. He is completely, and he gets away with it, How you gonna duck? This dude can literally duck and pull out of a fight, and then claim the guy that he pulled out of the fight with was ducking him. The guy agreed to fight him. The guy agrees to fight him. And then I gotta go. I gotta return something. You gotta stay in the car with us. As soon as I get off this, I gotta go in there. Ryan Finkley, Ron Jenkins must be. I'm missing some good. What happened? Hey man, salute, Mr. Finesse. What's going on? Yeah, he's a franchise champion of ducking, no doubt about it, man. I'll bring him some water. You right. You gotta get him some water. Let me see. In 2020, Spence is food for Thurman. Hey, Hard Knock Doc, you know you trip. You know you don't believe that. You don't even believe that. Why would you say that? You don't believe that. I know you don't believe it. You know you don't believe it. And everybody listening to the chat know you don't believe it. Come on, man. That's like saying me thinking, I don't think Tyson Fury is food for Deontay Wilder. I think that's going to be a good fight. I don't think that Errol Spence Jr., that Terrence Crawford is food for Errol Spence. That's going to be a good fight. You know? Food is like Schwartz. Like Tyson Fury Schwartz. You know? Oh, text me hot, you need some 10. Yeah. Hey, Zeus, come here. Come here, boy. Come here. I need to get him out of that. Hey, pull his head. Like, make sure he stays on this side, away from that window. Just away from the window. Hold him up here. Because he's sitting in the sun. Yeah, when was Thurman's last dominant performance and versus who? I don't know. I'd have to look, man. Dog, Layla Decent. Oh, heck no. He said Porter is food. Yeah, man. Now, that may be. Porter might be food. Like Algieri. Algieri was a meal just set up. Thurman has been running from Arrow for 4 years yet. He just laying. He ain't running. He's just laying down. Andre would box circles around. What's going on, Hidalgo? Why have you seen somebody box circles around Jamal Charlo? Just wondered. Have you seen anybody box circles around Jamal Charlo? I don't get that. I don't get why people. He said he wasn't even. Schwartz was a sugar cube. Man, that shit is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, you know, waiting on Spence to move up to 154. Hey, man, I'm waiting on him to see. I like him right where he is, man. That dude can fight, man. That dude can fight. Hard Knock got jokes. What Hard Knock joking about? Let me slide down here a little bit. Oh. There you go. I had to turn it up for the dog. I want Spence to unify. Yeah, man. Unify. I like to see him be undisputed. But at the same time, dude, I really enjoy. He's a cat that I like watching his fights enough where I'm like, man, dude just got. I just hope he stays disciplined in between fights. That's the thing that I think about with Errol, like with Errol Spence. Just stay disciplined in between fights, man, and keep getting better. Gil Coles, man, much love in that super chat. He says, salute for now. What's worse, quitting, getting knocked out, or just losing? Quitting, clearly. Quitting. I'll tell you what's worse than all of that. Ducking. Ducking is worse than all of the above. I'd rather see a dude get beat than duck. Like, because you don't want the fight. I mean, you're screwing stuff up for the fans, man. That makes me think you're robbing fools. Yeah, ducking is worse. That's what I would say. Like, of all those, ducking is the worst one. That's why I don't even care about, like Tyson Fury. I was a fan of Tyson Fury. I'm not. I can't support that foolishness. And the fact that these people would, now they're trying to talk about having him fight, what's his face, Jarrell Big Baby Miller. How do you justify that? Man, what the God, what's going on, man? For now, do you think Canelo is ducking Charlo? I know that he ducked Charlo. It's not even a matter. He did Charlo. It ain't is he ducking? He ducked. He gave up his belt and didn't fight the mandatory. That's a duck. I mean, that's the most pure example of a duck. Like, if somebody or two fighters are contenders and one calls out the other guy and the one guy doesn't fight him, that could be a duck, that could not be a duck. The guy, both of them, neither one of them got a belt. If you have a champion and you have a guy that calls him out, the guy might have a mandatory or another champion to fight. That's questionable whether or not it's a duck. But you definitely ducking if you don't fight a man. If you give up a belt not to fight a mandatory, that's a duck. You would rather give, that's like, dude, he Riddick Bowed him. That's like, Wood, do you think that Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis when he took the WBC belt and put it in the trash? Yeah, that's a duck. That's probably one of the most notorious ducks in the history of boxing. The only difference I see between what Canelo's doing and what Riddick Bowe did is that he didn't use a garbage can. He just exchanged it for a belt that didn't mean anything. If Canelo wanted to keep the belt, he could have been like, man, I don't want your franchise tag. I'm going to fight Charlo. The only reason that they could have gave him that franchise tag, right, which is what they stole from the NBA or stole from the NFL. Only reason they gave him franchise player status is because he wouldn't fight him. It's the biggest duck. You cannot get a more of an example of a duck than that. He definitely ducked him. Big time. There's more honor in getting beat than ducking. My family don't play that. My family don't play that. You fighting. Yeah, man, just don't do, you know? And a knockout, I mean, a loss is a loss, but a knockout, you could just get caught, you know? Yeah, the WBC helped him. Yeah, of course the WBC helped him. I mean, Canelo couldn't make up the belt by himself, but I'm not looking at the WBC. I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, exactly. Right, Dark Truth, they just ducked him with finesse. I'm not even paying attention to what the WBC did. You know? He's been punking the WBC for years. If I remember correctly, if somebody reminded me correctly, he did that with the Gennady Golovkin. Actually, yeah, I know that. He didn't fight for the WBC belt on the line in the first Gennady Golovkin fight. Remember that? He won the WBC belt from Cotto. There are no other franchise champions, Damu Brat. He won the WBC belt from Cotto. Then he refused. I think he dropped it. Not only did he drop it, I think he dropped it before. Then he fought, I think Gennady Golovkin might have won the vacant belt. Yeah, he won the vacant belt. Then, after he won, then he fought Canelo, but Canelo refused to fight for the WBC belt. So he dropped the WBC belt. He refused to fight for the WBC belt in the fight with Gennady Golovkin won, and then he basically dropped the belt again, but they wanted to keep him and keep a franchise tag on it. Yeah, he said he gave it up twice. Yeah, man, this is a duck. There ain't no other way. Mayweather ducked Keith Thurman. Did he? Was he his mandatory? I don't know if he ducked him or not. Was he his man? Did he? I don't remember if he. Who did he duck him for? Was he ever his mandatory? Well, okay. If he didn't, he retired and gave up a belt not to fight Keith Thurman. Okay. I've heard people say that before. That he ducked Paul Williams. That he ducked Keith Thurman. It's been a while, so I can't remember the specifics. But if he ducked Thurman, he ducked Thurman. I wouldn't have a doubt that he'd do that. Keith was his WBA mandatory, allegedly. I gotta look into that. I thought Floyd was the WBC champion. At least that's how I recall it. But like I said, man, I don't have those facts right on the top of my head. Oh, he fought Maidana instead? No, if he fought Maidana instead of Keith Thurman, That's a duck. That's a duck. If Maidana wasn't his man, if he refused to fight a mandatory and fought Maidana as a voluntary, if he was his mandatory and the mandatory was ordered, I mean, I kind of lean towards him ducking Thurman. It's a duck for Berto. Now, yeah, because he fought Maidana twice. Oh, if he wasn't the mandatory, was Keith Thurman the champion? Keith Thurman was holding the belt, though. Didn't Keith Thurman? If Keith Thurman held the belt and Keith Thurman was trying to fight him, and he may not have had no belt. May not have had a regular. Didn't he have a regular? He got whatever he got off of Adrian Bronner. Well, maybe. I don't know. I got to go look back at that. Like I said, I don't want to speak on that too much because I have to go back on that. Maidana won a belt from AB. Was it the regular or was it the real? Because that's what he got off Paulie Malignaggi. I didn't think that was the real belt, but I'd have to look, and I don't have my phone right now. But somebody else can look and tell me. What was the belt, Terry Smoot? What was the belt? Was it a WBA regular? Because if it was the WBA regular, that ain't a belt. Because I was thinking Keith Thurman was the WBA belt. Yeah, I thought the champions were Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, and yeah, it was the regular. It got upgraded. Yeah, Adrian Bronner being a real champion at one. Yeah, I think it was the regular dude. Floyd was the real WBA Super and the WBC until after the Pac-Man fight. Yeah. So if he got the WBA regular, that ain't no belt, dude. That ain't no belt. Just like Manny Pacquiao was not fighting. Manny Pacquiao's not a champion. And I got to keep telling these Filipino dudes that Manny's not a champion. Keep talking like, oh, he's fighting a champion. Thurman's fighting a champion. No, he's not. He's fighting Manny Pacquiao. He's fighting the next champion. He absolutely positively is not fighting a champion. Stop calling that dude that, because he's not one. Unless you mean like you call him champ, like you call everybody a champ that was a champ, because Manny Pacquiao used to be a champ. The last belt Manny Pacquiao held, last championship Manny Pacquiao held was the WBO. No, the WBA regular ain't a belt. No, it's not. No, it's not a belt. It's a belt. It's just not a major championship belt. It's like the NAIA. It's like the NABA. It's like the NABA or the IBO or the ABC, XYZ. Any of that. Yeah, it's like an interim belt. It's like an interim title. It's not the regular title, dude. It's not the champion. Otherwise, you would be hearing the other WBA regular title, like Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is the WBA super champion. The guy that beat up on Alberto Machado is the WBA regular champion. Yeah, it's a trinket. Yeah, it might as well be that franchise tag. Except for it is a title in the extent that people can win it. It's like a mandatory. It's like you're the mandatory or something. That's all that is. You know? Terry Smoot question, is the super champion the real champion? Yes. The WBA super champion is the real champion. That's the one everybody, when people are talking about the WBA champion, that's who they're talking about. They're talking about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is the WBA champion. Why do they have all those belts? Money. Sanctioning fees is what I do believe. Because when you have a belt, you walk into the belt ring and advertise that organization, and you pay a sanctioning fee for it. And the promoters can sell you as being a champion. Oh, this is a championship fight. Come watch the championship fight. like they did for Gennady Golovkin for several fights before Gennady Golovkin was actually a champion. They kept calling him a champion. He's got 20 title defenses when he didn't have 20 title defenses. He won his first major championship, I do believe, against Daniel Gill. But they treated it like it was his 10th title defense, but it was his first. It wasn't even his first. He had won his first belt because Felix Sturm was out there. You know? It's just a marketing mechanism. It's like the pound for pound stuff. Fanon, your point about all the suspect belts is why Floyd was loyal to the WBC. The belt he got from Pac-Man, he dropped a week later. Real talk, nobody cares about the WBO and the interim belts. Yeah, the WBO's a phony belt too. In my opinion, it's as phony as a major championship belt can get. Because that crap is just dang near completely controlled by promoters. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But look, I gotta get out of here a couple minutes early. I'm gonna let cats get in. We're gonna get all the time and set again. Sorry for the late start, but yeah, but Trill was running a little bit time over, so I gotta roll. They stripped too. Whatever, they probably would strip Floyd. I wouldn't doubt they strip Floyd. They ain't stripping. Ain't nobody stripping Canelo. The disrespect is serious. Also, hey man, check out the Patreon. I got a free Patreon on the channel today. Go check it out. I'm gonna put, because some people, that I know that the regular one is kind of tough to do sometimes, but thanks Terry Smooth. I appreciate you, man. But the non-boxing talk is on the Patreon page. I put one that's available to everybody to go and watch today. All my subscribers. If you ain't a subscriber, don't go, because it ain't about boxing and you're gonna be pissed off. But I'm gonna try to do one of those a day on just the free tier, and the other tiers I'm gonna put most of the stuff on the paid tier. But I'm gonna drop some just so cats can still have an opportunity to go over to the Patreon. I understand some people really that sometimes you can't pay, and I understand that's all good, but I still want to be able to talk that good stuff with you. I'm gonna put the more the exclusive stuff on the on the tier that we already have, but I'm gonna put some stuff out there real quick that you guys can hear. All right, so but there is definitely, for the regular Patreons, there's definitely a bunch of exclusive stuff that's just gonna be for you. And with that, I'm out. Peace.